Onfeng's Ironmongers, here to serve.
Okay. So I literally just booted Genshin up. And apparently there's a new event going on. Ooh, new banner. Ooh, Navia. Helm of the Radiant Rose. I see Sucrose. I see Ken. Oh. These are some good ones. Now, what are we... Wait. Let me just grab this root. Would I like Claymore or a Mist Splitter? Huh. Claymore, which is just a big axe, or a sword. Let's let me just get comfy in the sleeping bag. Come, burrito mode. Achilles. Which of this do you perhaps know which of these weapons is better, the Verdict or the Mist Splitter? Oh, of course it's a Fontaine weapon called Verdict. Oh, thanks for feeding my dragon. Someone has to. Oh wait, I can just check. Mist Splitter. Okay. Many Oaths of Dawn and Dusk. Increase the attack by 20% when party members obtain elemental shards from Crystallite. Okay, this is versatile as sort to use some of them. For all elements that receive the Might of the Mist Splitter emblem. Ooh, yeah, this one is way better.
Cold beer after hard
No, oh, wrong one.
day's work. Nothing.
Okay, we got... Who gave Ayaka a gun? Who gave Ayaka a gun? Ooh, look, Claymore. Ultimate Overlord, Mega Magic What the fuck is this kind of name? Simulation device, ideal accuracy. Fantilla Moose, Scaramouche, Scaramouche. There's a little Fandango. Okay, I know Ayaka, I have Sucrose. I'm interested in testing out Rosaria. And can't forget one of my main units during my Sumeru run. Candace. Wait, what are the other things? Gazing upon eternity, looking down at the world. Spring finds fortress as birds in feather fly. Moon gilded and burnished brown, ancient... Okay. Is that a new skin for Zhongli? New star request. And the fun thing cards are here. Okay, Zhongli just gave me a bottle. I'm gonna test the new unit out. When Navia and other party members collect elemental shards created by Crystallize, Navia gains crystal shrapnel when her... Okay, I do like the movement.
Hey there!
Oh god, she's a Ruby character. It's also a gun. She's a little different from the story.
Watch out! Attack! That's
Fuck everything in that general area!
Out of the way! That's gonna hurt in the morning.
Ow.
Adventure time.
My ribs. It's just raining shit at this moment.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Attack!
Is that better in the story?
This one's got your name on it.
Oh, wait.
It's nothing. Submit.
Ow. Okay, she was kind of fun to play. Kind of fun to play. I still don't like Geo users, but she was fun to play. Seriously, who gave Ayaka a gun? Okay, so I know how to use Ayaka, Sucrose, and Candace, but I'm gonna test out Rosario real quick. She made Crystallize useful. Yeah! I still don't like Geo. But I'm probably gonna base a Ruby character on her fighting style. When Zarya unleashes her elemental skill, she sprints beyond the target and strikes with her polearm, dealing cryo damage. With elemental burst, she performs before summoning the Icelands of Colorless Cold, which strike the ground. Well... Okay. The voices sound wait. Where's the fishnet? I am pretty sure she had fishnet stockings on. Oh. She has toe skin. Ooh, that is a cool looking spear though.
You can't run.
One white, under black. Oh.
Get out of here! Out of the way! Yeah, I'm going in.
A touch of frost.
Judgment. Ha! Shiver.
Okay, so she basically does what Chongyun does.
You're toast. Out of the frying pan, into the bowl.
Ow, you prick.
Everybody stand back. Get out of here. Out of the way.
I'm just gonna...
You can't run.
But can they hide? Oh. I mean... just basing on her burst.
Judgment.
Like, look at this.
Shiver.
And now I deal cryo damage.
Swift and merciful.
Oh, prick. Okay, this is that.
Submit for judgment.
You're saying those two don't look alike?
Going in.
You're really saying those don't look alike? Chongyun's overrides damage to cryo and she does that plus. Okay, fair enough. A big deal. Who's giving me random meat? Oh, Tori is sending me random meat.
If you ever
How are you doing, Achilles? I have not asked that yet. Let me get my phone. She's a good support for Eula, which I don't have. Ah, that's nice to hear.
Here to sell.
So this Saturday, we are kind of on a holiday break, right? Or is it Ruby time? Roses and muskets. Right. Ah, okay, just making sure. Where's that? Sounds like some kind of argument going. You know, direction of the Steambird office? To the Steambird office! Yalan goes new. Sorry, no, that's Sunday. But you just can't. Ah, fair enough. Okay. Ooh, this area seems new.
Seriously? But, Mr. Morris, I don't understand, sir. How can you only be telling me this now?
I'm afraid that there's nothing really I can do. I'm really facing a crisis. My hands are tied.
But what about my film?
The fuck's a film?
Well, I'm afraid you'll have to come up with something on your own. Take it from me. Sometimes you just have to let things go. Same goes for this film festival.
Oof.
Oh.
Woe is him.
That's Xavier. So he's back in Fontaine now.
Who's Xavier?
Xavier!
Who the fuck are you?
Oh, why, if it isn't the dear Traveler and Paimon. I really didn't expect to bump into you here at this time.
It's been a while.
Well, I was doing just fine until I received some terrible news just now. The
Like?
investor I was working with for my upcoming film has fallen upon some hard times and is no longer able to provide the promised amount of funds.
Can't you just find a different investor?
It's gonna be me, isn't it? I'm rich enough.
Unfortunately, that's not how it works. We had signed an agreement specific to the Fontanalia Film Festival, stipulating that I cannot work with any other investors until the festival is finished.
Oh, that's a kick in the dick, but he's not
Fontanalia
paying.
Film Festival? What's that?
If he's not
Oh,
doing
is
his
this
part
your
of the
first
deal.
time participating in Fontaine's Fontanalia Film Festival? Then allow me to fill you in. The Fontanalia Festival was established to commemorate the legendary Loch Knights, who went on a quest to search for the Oceanids, and eventually welcomed the Hydro Arconageria. The holiday is deeply connected to the founding of Fontaine, as well as its unique laws and trials. It's one of the most important festivals for this nation.
You mean like you're not allowed to unleash flying objects in the first 3 days of the month? Spoiler. Big spoiler, stop now. Okay. Can I at least do this event? It will ruin the Archon quest. Thanks for the heads up. Not one more dialogue. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna trust you on this.
But what's with that weird expression on your face? It's like you're trying really hard to remember something.
What was that sound?
I was just trying to recall the exact description from the books, in order to avoid any unnecessary arguments over semantics. I usually try to recite things straight from the source.
Okay, I can respect
By the
that.
way, Paimon thinks she gets it now. It's just like the Windbloom Festival in Mondstadt, and the Lantern Rite in Lille.
Yes, those are festivals of a similar variety.
I
Who doesn't
never
like a
visited
good
those events,
festival?
so I don't know.
And just like those of other nations, Fontaine will hold a plethora of events around this time each year. to commemorate the Loch Nights. People will imitate them by putting on special costumes, raising golden cups, and going door to door asking for pure water. But a few years
Sir,
ago,
could I have some water,
Lady Farina
please?
started to find the whole idea a little drab, and
That's it,
so
Farina.
decided to change the part about pure water to sweets.
Really doesn't surprise Paimon at all.
Okay, that is not
The
too
whole
bad.
thing seems more akin to a carnival now, and it's quite popular among the kids. Every year, you can hear a bunch of them saying, "Trial or treat."
Oh, that's
They made Halloween?
But how does that connect back to the film festival you mentioned?
They made fucking Halloween in Fontaine?
Yes, it appears I've strayed off topic. I just got too excited after seeing you. Let me get back to the point.
Who are you
The
again?
Fontinalia Film Festival is an event proposed by the Fontaine Film Association this year. Now that film technology has matured as a medium, it's the perfect time
I'm not
to
sure that's how you
introduce more
pronounce
people
it.
to the art form. During this time, people may submit films to be evaluated, and the entry with the highest score will be given the Farina Award by the association.
But who gave Ayaka a gun?
The Farina Award. You know, after the Hydro Archon. They coined it while Lady Farina was still in power, but
Wait.
even though things have changed, no one has made any motion to update the name. Perhaps everyone
Still
still thinks of it as
in
a pretty
power.
appropriate name. Even though she isn't the Hydro Archon any longer, Lady
Hold
Farina
up.
is still Fontaine's superstar. Anyone with eyes can see the way she shines on the stage.
The fuck did the Fatui do?
Alright, guess the name does work pretty well when you put it that way.
Oh, but who would have guessed there'd be an issue with the funding? How will I ever explain this to Miss Chiori? Not to say all the other actors who traveled all the way here from Inazuma.
Chiori? Sounds familiar. Where have we heard that name before?
Sure. Wait. Why does Chiori...
Yes, that's her. I asked her to oversee the event's art direction, including the design of the actors' costumes and appearances.
Okay.
Paimon remembers now. Navia said that her clothes were designed by Chiori, and Kirara's outfit too.
How to describe her?
Wait,
Ah,
Kirara's
well,
outfit?
She tends to be pretty direct and can be very forceful when it comes to dealing with people. The fashion world in Fontaine has dubbed her the Thundering Seamstress.
Who's
Her
it in the back?
remarkable designs have led many Fontainians to become very interested in Inazuma. Anyway, Chiori is acquainted with all the actors I've invited from Inazuma. Without her help, I don't think I would have been able to get such an international cast for the film.
Okay,
She
that
really
explains
is
why
a
Ayaka
kind
is on the
soul.
poster.
Who are the actors from Inazuma? Do we know them?
Why
And
don't
who the
two of
fuck
you
gave
accompany
Ayaka
me to
a
the
gun?
Aquabus station to welcome them? Judging from the time, the Aquabus should be arriving shortly. Chiori will be waiting to meet me there as well.
The crack of muskets breaking the silence. No one has answered me. Who gave Ayaka a gun? Can I at least do the mini games? Those are always fun. Extreme Drive. Trick shots, tricky lights. Yes. Oh, thank God. Okay, spread out less than an Archimute. The arrival of her.
I got a new letter from an informant. Looks like the situation has changed again.
I still just love the design of the Fontaine outfits. Oop, wait, I forgot to do something. Have to evade every Christmas package from work. Hey, you're up. One second, waddling back. How you doing? But my older brother and I are famous local film directors. Hello there. Correct. I'm keeping... Sorry. Bench was shoved away a little too far to stretch out. Perhaps you've seen... Nope, not seen the movie. Not long, got back from hairdressers. Do you like the result? Petit Lumière. I see. Petit, I just want to say, I am uncultured. I do. Ah, nice. Film productions, constructions. Just this is a little bit lore. Let me shoot stuff. What should we do? Simple. I will provide with a few simple themes. They've already been formulated. Important is to try out different ways of handling both the narration and the camera and combining them. Also, do you know the Phase 2 banners? I didn't even know who was going to be on these banners. So, camper being uncultured is not new. Our interests have been piqued. Marvelous! Raiden and... Ooh, Raiden. What was this? Reach lukewarm reception rating, reach... And the 4-star is the lady with the... What weapon does she use? Pole arm. And her skill is a gun. Like Mika, and a crossbow. Now I like her a whole lot less. Okay, let's see. 200 gifts for... 200 ticks for that. Super duper invincible shining sparkly magic crystal. Who the fuck named this? I just call her Gun Serin. Event guidelines, event Fontaine, eligibility, rank 20. Rose's musket, 551. Sharpshooting. Oh wait, how was your day? I just had my last day at the sticker place, so I am technically just free. Okay, so now I'm kind of conflicted because this place looks fun. Like, I assume the story is also going to be cool because, oh god, the Academia event was amazing. But on the other side, Achilles did warn me that it's going to have massive spoilers on the Fontaine story. You passed one already. I passed one what? Oh, me, yeah.
Just then, the rain stopped.
Seeing it. Oh, run out, one kill. Yeah, she is just there in the background. She's in the event. Wait. Farida, did you give Ayaka a gun? So, we are not free from the moist bread. No. So I either continue the story to see how she ends up here. Achilles, was it she who named that goddamn sword? Or I also want to know. You know what? I'm able to.
Being too popular.
Wait, that also means we could react to it together.
Adore me so much.
Choices. I can go for story. I can go for the film festival. Or I could pull some gacha. Story. Alright, story it is. 1 second, I have to find the correct one. And maybe gacha. Gacha it is. I mean, I could go for the waifus, but... And they are pretty decent. Oh, 1 second. Robot, I need your gears. But the weapons on this banner. The sword is amazing. Oh, crap. Perish.
Busted.
You dodged that one. I'm pulling for Ike because I have Shanhei. I have both of them. And up I go.
Over here.
If this ship takes me where I think it does, I might have found a good place for sacrifice. I'm gonna start with gacha. Okay. Complete Scamper Everything collection of wipers and husbandos. It's a gacha game! It's part of the charm, hero! Wait, I wonder. My healing! No! I should have seen that one coming. I was thinking it might have counted. It might have been linked to ground surface, like... See, I'm jumping and my position isn't changing. You know, yeah. Every time I get here, Fontaine is just the country I want to visit the most. At the fuck! Fuck! That son of a bitch. You know what? Honestly, son of a bitch. You good, mate? Shh. No. I haven't reached my destination yet, game. Alley-hoop. Okay, so purely theoretical or hypothetical, whichever is more appropriate. Let's say you somehow got to voice a Genshin character. Would you try to main that character as much as possible, or would you just keep using other characters that you are used to? Yes. Was that a yes to... was that a yes to just maining the motherfucker, or using other units? Sign... I will get sick of my own voice, so the latter option. And if I'm being honest, Sino is not the best character. He is fun, but he's not that good. Being them. Sino became good. Oh, did he now? I'm almost there. With Furina. I can definitely see him as a good... I can definitely see him as a good Hydro Bloom user. Well, before I start the story, it's time for some gacha. Lady Farina, I want you to give your life for the Court of Fontaine. Is there a better place for me to chip out from? Long live Hydra-Argon.
Don't look at me.
Get that sword. Yes, I will. I got to mill what? I don't even use Toma. Anything else of worth of value? I can live with that. I don't really pull the weapon banner that often. Again. I'm gonna laugh if I have another Toma. Oh, thank God. What does this spear actually do? Increase Hydro and Pyro. Decent on... Just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna try this one time. Ah, it was worth a shot. Yeah! Got the sexy done. Anything else? Eh. How many premages did I have? Ooh, Moon. Oh, and because I can. Hey, Beto! Now, where's that, Oh, there it is.
So through my trick.
Heal me. Oh, Idol of Farina. Give me healthcare. Thank you. Now, let's see... First of all, god damn it, Toma. Crimson... Oyoiro. Berserk deals a crit hit. Her attack speed increases by 10% and... Ooh! Yes, please! And what did Beidou get? Increases the level of Tide Collar by 3. Oh! Don't mind if I do! Wait, which attack was Tide Collar again? Oh! Ah, hells yeah! Now, where... Oh, over there. Oh, right, I proved Linny's innocence, so... It is time for me to go to an hotel.
I came here several times with my father when I was little, but stopped eating here as often after growing up.
Okay, she's just
I
the
hope the
definition of
food will reach your
steampunk.
taste.
Oh, don't worry. We haven't eaten at a hotel like this in a while. Paimon's getting excited already.
Paimon's gonna eat you
In
into
that
bankruptcy.
case, I'll go order for us first. Please wait here a moment.
Now I just have to get more Primo Gems to get that sword.
Ooh, everything looks so good. People in Fontaine sure know how to enjoy life.
Why, of course. Go ahead, try whatever you like. If the food's good, I'll make a group reservation for the rest of Spina di Rosula next time.
And
Oh,
if
I
it's
found
not,
something to annoy a friend with.
Well, then I'll still bring everyone. Albeit
I'm just
with
going to
only
get baked in
one
a
dish
pie.
per table.
You, sure have your own way of doing things. Oh, we called this a farewell meal, but we could also treat it like a victory feast, right? We did just win that case after all.
Isn't that the same goddamn thing? It's at least worth celebrating.
Oh, true. Very true. In that case, boss, we'll have another 2 dishes.
Huh? Paimon didn't mean that you had to order even more food.
For you, probably she did.
Speaking of cases, do you think that the mastermind behind the serial disappearances will get caught soon now that this has all happened?
Well, we've certainly taken a big step forward, but I feel that's about it. We know that there's an organization that means to dissolve these young women, but we still don't know what they are really after.
Yeah,
If it hadn't
why would
happened
they
right
dissolve?
in front of us, Paimon wouldn't have ever believed that a person could be dissolved like that.
Huh.
Right? Yet it was because this was such a preposterous notion that the investigation could never really move forward before.
But now that they know,
If only that guy could have finished speaking. We were so close to hearing who was behind it.
also I'm eating licorice rolls.
In such investigations,
One second,
even
let me
the
just get
smallest
closer to the
step
camera.
can seem like a yawning chasm if the trail of clues is cut off. To be honest,
Licorice
I don't
rolls.
have high hopes for any follow-up that the authorities might conduct.
And yes, that is the
It's not
food
I
that
don't
almost
have
killed
faith in
me
their
as a kid.
ability. It's just that a different perspective is required in some matters. It's easy to guard against and deceive a single narrow perspective. A shift in thinking is required at such times in order to produce a breakthrough. Which
Fair
is
enough.
exactly why the Spina di Rosula exists. Those highfalutin folk are not all-knowing. That's why we exist. To seep into the cracks where filth falls through. Where their watch fails them. That's the kind of problems we solve.
Seems Paimon thought things were simpler than they actually are.
It's all right.
It's a French country. Nothing is simple here,
This was
Paimon.
supposed to be a farewell meal, so I doubt you have further interest in this business, right? Let's talk about something else. Like, what are your future plans?
Well, we wanted to talk to the Hydro Archon, but she's kind of a brat. So now I'm gonna spank the
That's
Hydro
true.
Archon.
We didn't have a chance to speak to her after the trial ended. It didn't really seem like the right time or place to do it anyway.
I see. So, your primary objective, which has been foiled so far, was to have a chat with the Hydro Archon.
Correct.
I've heard that there's a long line of people waiting to meet Lady Farina. I suspect you'll be waiting for quite a while, considering that you missed your chance today.
Yeah, we've heard that she's super popular here in Fontaine, and that it'll be tough getting any of her time.
Well,
That's wondering.
would you
Since you're
consider
not a
some
fan of
more,
tuna, do you like other fish?
unique ways?
Hi, Dan. Also,
Perhaps
goddammit,
even
you in this
methods of,
round.
Let's say questionable legality?
I don't like red and pink fish that much. I'm a bigger fan of the white fish. Like what fish sticks are made of. Wait, speaking of. Do I still have that? Oh nice, I still have fish sticks! Man, it's been a while since I had fucking fish sticks. I know what I'm eating tomorrow. It says Ferris and ha 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 ha. Ah, no D&D today. Oh well.
Guess that's Spina di Rosula's boss for you. Chock full of sketchy ideas. Well, what did you have in mind?
Well,
Please tell us more.
One way would be to infiltrate a performance troupe at the Opera House, only to abandon your act at the play's climax and ask to speak to her after the performance. I'm sure Lady Farina would be eager to see the ending, and would agree in order to finish watching the play. Don't you think?
Could you suggest
Clever.
something a little more practical? This plan seems pretty hard to pull off. We'd have to go learn how to act, and acting's really hard.
All right, here's another. Find a way to conceal yourselves under her bed. Then wake her up in the dead of night and demand answers. Don't let her go back to sleep until she answers all your questions.
Let's
I can
bully the
personally
water god.
testify that this one works. When I'm sleepy, I'll do anything as long as I can finally get some sleep.
That is a mood.
That might work, but that's not really the problem. The problem is we don't want to get ourselves arrested.
Which is fair.
Valid point. I overlooked that part. I was just thinking about leveraging a person's desire for sleep.
That's a pretty big detail to overlook, Navia.
All right, no more joking around.
Oi.
Perhaps you could... Oh, I don't know. Cut the line when she's on a break.
Oh, that's
You did
just
defeat her in
rude.
court,
She is.
clearing citizens of hers from false accusations. False accusations she had nearly upheld personally. I imagine that she feels quite ashamed about the whole thing.
Potentially.
But if we catch her while
Potentially.
she's on a break, she might be too embarrassed to refuse? Oh, that does make some sense.
It's worth a shot. Would someone with her personality really feel shame?
Why don't we give it a try after this meal? You know, strike while the iron is hot and all.
Where would she be?
Paimon, did you drink my Fanta?
No.
Was this your drink?
Oh my, indirect kiss. How lewd.
Sorry about that. Paimon wasn't really paying attention and the cup was right next to Paimon. Would you like to order another?
Paimon, you have an orbit when it
No,
comes to
it's
food.
fine. We're just about done here.
Alright. Honestly, Paimon wouldn't recommend Fanta anyway. It tastes kind of salty and icky.
Salty and... Did they give us fucking seawater?
Is that so? Huh. Well, in that case, we'll have to blacklist the Fanta here then. If we're all finished eating, then I'll go pay.
Did they try to... Wait,
Yeah,
did they try to dissolve us with the
please
seawater?
don't. Thanks for the treat, Navia.
Oh, I just saw it.
Oh, so full. Paimon can barely float anymore.
You know, you could try walking, you know?
Nah, that would be so... normal.
Wait, she can actually walk?
Okay. As for expenses this month, we're left with...
Hey, Navia, what are you doing over there?
Is she the...
Nothing. It was just a meal, you know? Nothing the Spina di Rosula can't cover.
Is she like a different version of Lisa, where... Then asking how old is the squeaky lady Paimon and when is she going to digivolve? I don't know! And... I don't know!
Let's get ready to try to meet the Hydro Archon again. Bye, Navia!
Has there been a scene
This
of...
is goodbye, huh? Well, if you do encounter any other trouble in Fontaine, you're always welcome to contact the Spina di Rosula. I'll give your requests the highest priority.
Okay, I love her design, but what are the use of her sleeves? They're not even attached to anything.
In any case, I wish you smooth sailing. I'll see you again, partner.
See ya!
Oh, he responded. How many acts does this story have? Like the faint moonline of yesteryear, go to the fountain plaza in front of the opera house. Wait, did I have to ascend you? I have ascended you. Oh, right, I have to deal with this one. I have to ascend that one. Wait, I can do these multiples at a time now?
There aren't many people around anymore. Looks like that boat we took to Araneas might have been the last one.
Vache.
Vache!
Looks like we're back here again. Huh? Traveler? Are you hearing voices again?
Yes, I did.
That's kinda spooky. Are you sure we don't want to come back in the morning?
Vache.
Nah.
Vache.
Voulez-vous afficher moi? That's digital too. Chicky Nuggy-mon.
There might be something nasty in the water.
I mean, there's Paimon, and evolution would be Opaimon. And then there's Paimon, but with instead of AE, E. Wait. Sorry. IE. Kinda confused them. Can't feel strong emotion. Things are getting a little blurry.
Hang on. Paimon can kinda hear a voice. It's calling for Vache, right?
Oh shit, she can also hear it.
Traveler? Stop walking! Come on, wake up!
Dude, if things are getting blurry, don't walk into a body of water. Oh, cool. An Oceanid. Hello!
Vache. Are you my dear Vache?
Didn't have to explain the joy of fucking course.
Wait. You seem to be someone else. Do
Yeah.
you know Vache? Do you know where my love is?
Why does Vache sound new?
Wait. Who am I? I'm very sorry. I fear I do not know.
Man, this is gonna get awkward.
My memories feel like they have been washed away like a flood. So many fragments dissolved amidst the tide, never to be recovered.
Uh-huh.
How much have I lost?
Well, that narrows it
How
down.
many things that I once held dear while on land have I since forgotten?
Hold up. I thought the Oceanids were kind of like the Aranara, just the elemental spirits of the region. But you are human?
Yes,
Hold
that
up.
is what I was once. But now, I am but the consciousness of one who is lost, therefore.
So now you're just moist.
I do not know how I came to be like this either. I only vaguely remember being covered in light blue water, and then all grew dim.
Oh no.
I also remember going to many places. I loved adventure, loved exploring places of peril.
Okay.
No matter where I went, Vacher would go with me. I knew how dearly he loved me. And I also loved him equally as much.
I'm gonna laugh, it's like her dog.
But now, we can no longer go back. The pain of such parting. I never knew how heavy it could be.
Am I drowning in the fountain at the moment?
No. Our reunion no longer has any meaning. There is no way for us to create any new memories.
Why?
The thought of me gives him no succor. So let it lie forgotten beneath the waters.
What?
If you meet Vacher, tell him not to look for me. Tell him to move on.
Well, that's gonna be difficult.
That is the only thing I still remember.
I think I would remember dating a fish water spirit thing.
Perhaps that is so. As I was submerged in the waters, losing consciousness, I saw Vacher above the surface. His eyes were filled with such sorrow, such longing. If only I could have comforted him, told him that I did not suffer. Indeed, I had felt a great warmth.
Hold up. Oh shit, Vacher's a witness.
Is that what you call it? Dissolving. If anything, I consider it a form of release.
Hey yo.
It was a state of neither fear nor frenzy, with only an endless peace, like the water's still surface. I could also liken it to being a thirsty person who drinks water for the first time, and only then sees how they have lived for so long in a world of endless want and I think I hear your
Speaking of water, I'm also getting thirsty.
It's time for you to go, I think.
Bye, man.
Farewell, then. I am glad that you were able to sense my presence. Remember, if you see Vacher, tell him not to seek me out any longer.
If I see Vacher, I will tell him his name is kinda stupid. What the fuck is... Oh, that was cool.
Demoiselle, look out!
What the fuck is going on?
Dear God, it's a whole army of Gardamex.
Wait.
And
gotta look for a boot. Ooh.
quick, now's our chance!
Jesus Christ, that was badass! What can I pull for her?
I should thank you for lending us your sword there, Clarand. But before I do so, could you explain how you managed to show up here?
I followed you. It seemed to me that danger has followed you more closely as of late.
I believe that following someone without their knowledge is actually called stalking, is it not?
Mr. Callus's last wish was for me to ensure your safety, and I will not betray his trust. He would do the same. were he alive today.
Do not speak of my father!
Sorry, demoiselle. I was not strong enough.
That was
Thank you for your
epic!
aid, Miss Corand, but do keep an eye out for your manner of speech. I believe we all wish to avoid unnecessary emotional harm.
Emotional damage!
Did not consider your feelings.
Whatever. What else do you know? How did you come to the conclusion that I'd be in grave danger?
I doubt I know much more than you. But I believe that the mastermind behind the serial disappearances is very powerful. Your performance tonight will almost certainly attract their attention.
I'm sure they've known about me. To be honest, I'm shocked it's taken them this long to act against me. And
It's taken a
what
while for
about
me to
these
get to the story.
Gardenex? I thought only those associated with the Maison Gardiennage could control them.
None of these mecha have serial numbers. I was sure to check a moment ago. They are not the ones used by the authorities to enforce the law. I can only conclude that some powerful or wealthy party must have obtained them via illegal means,
Fatui?
deploying them as a private force of sorts.
What? Your point being that they're out of Spina di Rosula's league, then?
Yes. Be careful, and do not act rashly.
I will continue investigating no matter what. We will bring the truth to light. That's my father's true last wish. Regardless, thank you for your help today, Clarand. But if you get any ideas, tell me first. I don't much appreciate being followed.
I do not think that they'll strike again anytime soon. So I shall stop following you. Good day, all.
Don't go!
Right. I suppose that's the best news we've gotten today.
Demoiselle, I believe that Miss Corand was being sincere with you. If we tried, we could attempt to thaw relations a little.
You know what? I do want to know the drama.
She's...
Okay, but what the fuck just happened?
Oh, thank goodness! Paimon thought we were done for! Those Gardenex came out of nowhere while you were unconscious, and Nadia and her gang saved us!
I took one little nap. How long has it been out?
Oh, and there was that champion duelist named Chlorine who came out to save us too! We got lucky there. Paimon probably couldn't have fought them off otherwise.
Wait, you're fighting that Paimon?
Oh, come now. Forget all that polite talk. That wasn't really a farewell meal we had back there. Not for me, anyway. In truth, I hope that every meal we have together shall be a victory feast. As such,
That's a nice
we're
mentality.
still partners. There's no need to thank me.
It will take 50 years for me to match Demoiselle's magnanimity.
If it were me, I would have joined the Spina di Rosula on account of her goodwill long ago.
All right, you two. That's enough.
Brown
Actually,
nose.
Nadia, how did you know that we were in danger? You sure did show up in the nick of time.
I mean, I fell asleep in the
To
fountain.
be honest, you're the one who tipped us off, Paimon.
Huh? Really? Paimon contributed somehow? Ooh, Paimon's even more amazing than she thought!
What did she do?
All thanks to you grabbing my drink by mistake.
How did that help?
Wait, see.
After we parted ways, I was on the way back to one of our bases when I suddenly thought of what you said. That the Fanta tasted kind of salty and icky.
Oh.
Fanta only comes in sweet flavors. So how could it have tasted salty? The color of the drink, if I recall, had also been a bit off.
So the Fanta had been spiked with water from the primordial sea?
Oh my
Yes.
God.
So if you hadn't drunk that cup for me...
Oh, she'd be dead.
Spina di Rosula is preparing the grandest of awards for you as we speak for saving the boss.
Huh. Really?
Okay, fortunately, Paimon, neither of us are from Fontaine.
I sent people to Hotel de Boer to investigate. But whoever did this left no trace at all.
By the
That's
power
when
of
I
wealth.
figured out that you might be in danger and hurried here as quickly as I could.
But why would they go after us too?
'Cause we
I
are
went to visit
badass.
Lenny and Court and help clear his name.
Could I go to one country without being on the hit list?
Well, you did foil a plan that they were probably pretty proud of. and almost got their name in the process. Speaking of which, did anything strange happen when you drank the primordial seawater?
Well,
No.
it can't be a coincidence that the traveler fainted just now. He said that he heard that voice calling for Vache again. Oh, and this time Paimon heard it too, but it was real faint. Does this situation have to do with the primordial seawater then?
Oh no, Paimon became a hydro elementalist.
Does that mean the primordial seawater raises someone's sensitivity to hydro when it's used on people who are not from Fontaine?
Ooh, that's
That
actually a
doesn't
kind of
sound
cool
like too much
theory.
of a bad thing, to be honest.
Let's gain some new intel.
New intel? While you were out cold?
Yeah, I'm official like that, Paimon.
Well, let's hear it, shall we?
The voice in the fountain belonged to one of the missing women. A person named Vache was a witness when she dissolved.
Oh, that is important. Vache. That name doesn't ring a bell. I suppose he hasn't stepped forward as a witness in court lately.
Or he's dead.
Since he saw that young woman dissolve, he was at least at the crime scene. But he never gave testimony or any information regarding people dissolving in the primordial seawater. Could he have been threatened?
Let's hope he's still alive. Or if he didn't cause
Yes,
it.
thank you. This is very important information indeed. We will continue to investigate.
Alright, partner.
Oh, you mean you'll help us investigate?
Well, you did say that our farewell meal didn't really count. That means we're still partners, right?
That's the mentality.
We're in this now whether we like it or not. You're not
Also
gonna
true.
let those people who targeted us get off the hook so easily, are you, Traveler?
Oh, I'm gonna get revenge.
Demoiselle, do try not to look quite so pleased. You are the face of Spina di Rosula, after all.
I mean, it's a nice face.
You talk too much. Well, in that case, let's head back to one of our bases, shall we? I'll arrange accommodations for you.
There's 3 things I am.
We also have
Competitive,
some plans to go
loyal,
over,
and
hopefully we can deepen our
spiteful.
bonds as partners. But we'll take that one
I'm also
step at a
comfy,
time,
but that
I
doesn't
guess.
count.
Don't worry, you two. With us around, our base is definitely secure.
Yeah. Go to the stronghold. Which is where? Let's see how long I can go before giving into the urge to just continue film. Okay, that is the festive center. Nah, let's not. To the Adventurers Guild. Why though?
Add Astra.
Oh, right. Wait, just... I love that you can just dispatch them immediately again. Oh, that makes things so much easier. Now, where's the stronghold? Do. Oh!
It's right up ahead. But let's make sure we weren't followed first.
I've been keeping watch, Demoiselle. I haven't spotted anyone suspicious thus far.
Anyone that
Very
looks
good.
important.
But let's not let our guard down for now.
I shall find rooms for our respected guests.
Oh, please
Thank you,
do.
Malus. Now, let's continue, Traveler.
I don't want to sleep in the teapot again. Okay, I'm back. What did I miss? Did you see the epic sword fight? Also, we found a new place. Geronio! Ow! Oh man, this goes deep. I was away from my phone. In that case, you've missed a pretty cool fight. And a lady whose breasts were almost popping out of her blouse. Where the bloody hell am I? Okay, this looks like the hood. You wouldn't rob a guard there, would you?
Shower me with praise!
God damn it. Oh. Malus! Poche. Malus, where you at? A legal advisor. Any merchants I should be aware of? Do you perhaps have any recipes for me? I was hoping he had food stuff. Oh well.
So, this is your base? It's not quite what Paimon imagined.
Yeah,
Your
me neither.
accommodations have been arranged. Under the present circumstances, I can confidently say it's the best we have.
In this place, that doesn't say a lot.
Well, our funds have been a little tight lately. After all, we don't allow illegal or unethical profiteering.
Okay.
In fact, our funds often come from citizenry who support us.
Seems like it's tough times for everyone. But if you have the support of the people, that does sound like it's worth it.
To be honest, our financial situation was a lot better back when my father was in charge a few years ago.
Oh?
I'm afraid I'm not quite his equal.
How powerful
Your
was his
father.
mustache?
He was the previous boss of Spina di Rosula, right? How did he...
Demoiselle, if you'll allow me to explain.
Ooh, Lord.
No. I'll explain it myself. I suppose I couldn't run from this topic forever. And as partners, this is something I hope they can understand.
Give me that backstory,
My father's name is
Navia.
Callus. Yes, the same one they call Callus the Unfaithful in the streets. 3 years ago,
Your dad
he
was a slut?
accused of murdering his own friend. But he chose a duel to defend his honor instead of standing trial. He died in the duelist's ring.
Okay.
No.
But I do not believe my father was a murderer. I'm sure he was set up. At the time, I believed that if he only stood trial and was duly investigated, something amiss would crop up and prove his innocence.
Did
But
something
strangely,
crap up though?
he not only requested the duel himself, but rumor has it that even after being seriously injured, to the point where he could be deemed as having lost the duel, he refused to surrender, determined to die in the arena.
Okay.
3 years later, I still don't understand why he did that. How could he
Nahida!
protect his honor if he's dead? If anything, he gave up his chance to defend himself.
You got any clues?
The closest piece of info I have is that my father had been investigating the serial disappearances case at the time of his death.
Okay.
So that's why you're so determined to get to the bottom of that case.
I mean, she
That's
is a
right.
woman from Fontaine.
Also tried to investigate the murder my father was implicated in. But I haven't found a single new clue in my countless reviews of the investigation records. However, I believe that if the murder case is related to those behind the disappearances, they must know something. I must know what really happened. Was my father coerced? Framed? Even if he really did kill his friend, I must get to the truth.
Sometimes knowing is half the
Only
battle.
he'd been more open with me when he was still alive. He even hid the fact that my mother died due to complications when giving birth to me.
Ooh.
And here I am investigating his death. You really are a handful, aren't you, Papa?
Well, that got even heavier than I expected. You're not quite alike in this regard.
Demoiselle, please, if there is anything I can do, anything at all.
Is she gonna make
I
macarons?
also will never believe that Master Callus murdered anyone. There are none whom I respect more than the two of you, Demoiselle. Master Callus did so much good in life, yet all it took was one murder case for him to be dubbed Callus the Unfaithful. Even our supporters...
Why
decreased
exactly
greatly due to
unfaithful,
that
though?
incident, hence our strained finances at present.
Wait, if Callus was such a good man, wouldn't people at least be a little suspicious when he was accused?
No. Perhaps people just revel in that kind of drama. It's not something
They would.
exclusive to people from Fontaine, really. Everyone's like that. People love watching the evil turn over a new leaf, but they also enjoy watching good people fall into an abyss from one slip-up just as much.
It is a good story.
Never mind. If Callus was really falsely accused, we have to find the truth. He didn't deserve to have that happen to him.
There is one other thing. Master Callus's opponent in the duel was Ms. Clorand.
Well, that gets awkward.
Huh? Well, then, isn't that as good as saying that she was the one who killed him?
Yeah, I can understand why there was a weird mood between them.
Yeah, that's not the sort of thing that you can just let go and move on from.
Ms. Clorand has always placed great emphasis on the honorable nature of the duel. If her opponent doesn't yield, she will not stop either.
Wait, Child is fighting her.
Callus beforehand and greatly respected him, but seeing how he was resolute in the arena, there was only ever one choice she could have made.
It's not that I don't understand her at all, but I just can't deal with this yet.
Don't worry, Navia. Paimon knows how you feel. You don't have to force yourself to do that.
How do you know,
Afterward, Miss
Paimon?
Clorand told us that at the start of the duel, Master Callus requested that she ensure Demoiselle Navia's safety.
Then that indicates that he planned to die?
Yes, that is our understanding as well.
But why?
Oh, Papa. What madness drove you to ask the person who killed you to take care of me? All right. Anyway,
I mean, she was responsible.
That's the information I wanted to share with you. Even if it did sound like I was just complaining towards the end.
Nah, it's alright.
Thanks. You two should go and rest. This was quite a day after all.
Hoo-ha.
Paimon's feet.
Please, relax and get some sleep. We will ensure you rest soundly.
Time to take a little nap.
Paimon slept so well. This place feels almost too safe. Huh? Navia? Where did the other two go?
They're not attached to her.
It's Spina de Rosula's place of origin, and where we have our headquarters. There's not much for them to do here at the moment.
Also fair.
Paimon gets
Wait,
the
protect
feeling
me?
You're just trying to get them off your back.
I mean, fair.
But never mind that. When did you get back? Were you waiting here the whole time?
You could have snuck in.
I just returned after going out for a while. I did some investigating yesterday regarding the name Vache.
Wait, so you didn't sleep at all?
How could I after having such critical new evidence appear?
Guess Paimon wasn't speaking for everyone just now, huh?
No.
Unfortunately, this name seems to have been wiped from existence. It doesn't seem to have a match anywhere.
That's weird.
I suspect that those behind this have already taken steps to hinder an investigation from this angle. But that does prove that this Vache person is a key witness in the incident.
Does that mean we're too late, though?
No. There is one ray of hope. One place in Fontaine that they would find almost impossible to threaten. No matter how much they wanted to.
Whew.
And that is the archives kept
I'm
by
gonna
Chief Justice
sleep like a
Neuvillette,
baby tomorrow.
a place where detailed files on all the cases in recent years are kept. If the Oceanid you met is one of the young women who went missing recently, we should be able to find some related information there.
How old is this case again?
So Neuvillette maintains an archive of case files? Whew. Guess that's the hard-working Chief Justice for you. In that case, let's go talk to him, shall we?
Yeah, that's gonna be hard.
Aren't you coming along, Navia? Did you get tired?
No, it's nothing. Let's go see the Honorable Chief Justice.
Let's see the moist father. Papa de l'Aquatique. How many do I have? Okay, I had less than 9. Oh, Neuvillette.
Come on.
Are you gonna hide under Farina's bed? Gentlemen, Lady Farina! I swear to God, if he's playing violin like Sherlock.
Halt! Please state your business here. The Chief Justice is presently occupied with official matters.
It's a Melusine.
This place does look pretty heavily guarded. Guess that proves that Neuvillette's files are really secure.
Hey, don't you recognize us?
Should she?
Huh? Who are you? Just to be clear, I don't care who you are or who you might be related to. Our rules make no exceptions.
See? They've got great discipline, too.
Huh.
Yep. Paimon can tell.
If you're here just to crack jokes, I can point you towards the exit. Unlike some, we're busy, so please leave if you don't have a reason to be here.
No.
Spirit.
What I meant to say is, shouldn't you remember us from a few days ago? We were at the trial of the great magician Linny.
Has it been a few days already?
I remember. I read about it in the Steambird. You must be Linny's attorneys. It's all coming back to me now.
We're
Oh no,
here
she's gonna whip
today
out
to
the mustache
report
again,
and
isn't
archive
she?
some information on a follow-up case.
Huh. Is that even a thing?
Just now.
Of course. Don't worry. We're here on official business. You can trust us.
All right then, I'll let you through. The Chief Justice is just inside.
This does just mean when I'm
thanks so
trying to lay
much.
down for some rules for the customers at work. I don't know. Yeah! I didn't want to say it! So, your words, not mine.
Please come in.
Father. Man, this office is massive. Sir.
Sorry to barge in, Monsieur Neuvillette. We only
Neuvillette?
wanted to get in because we didn't know any other way.
It's all right.
I'm
Please let me
joking. I
know
can't be
how I
wasting
may
your
be of
time looking
assistance
down
to
on
you.
me. Yeah, that is gonna
so
give me
you're
such a
not
crick in the neck.
We're looking for a man called Vache.
Hello down there.
He may have been an eyewitness in the serial disappearances case. If we can find him, we may be able to unearth some key information on the case.
Ah, I see. In that case, please wait here a moment while I browse through the files.
Burrito mode. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. No idea why I'm doing this, it's just because I can.
Who knew that Neuvillette would be so easy to talk to?
I mean, he's pretty chill.
Unfortunately, I'm quite certain that
Poor
no
tall
one
man,
by the
your
name
neck
of
has to hurt
Vache
having
has
to
been
look
involved
down.
in any case,
Yes,
criminal or
pity
civil,
upon me.
in the past several years. There are no records of him either in the files or in my memory.
Wait, your... Huh. Guess that's that.
Traveler, what if it was really just a dream?
Vache,
Is that so?
Vache.
All right then. Thank you so much, Monsieur Neuvillette. We'll take our leave now.
Neuvillette. Look with your eyes, not with your neck. How about you come up here and say it to my face?
Miss Navia, I can understand how you feel. Your father, Callus, was a truly exceptional man. We deeply regret his passing.
Aw.
And what are you trying to say, Monsieur Neuvillette?
Neuvillette.
Are you trying to console me? Extend your sympathy? Or just express some tendril of regret? No. You are not trying to do any of that. I can hear it in your voice.
Fine, let me
There's
step on your
no
toes.
emotion behind your words. You only said those things because you felt like you should.
Oh. He doesn't understand people?
It's just like last time. After my father took his place in the duelist ring, I pushed through the guards to talk to you as a last resort. You even told me then that you thought there was something fishy with the case, yet you still allowed the duel to go ahead. In your eyes, the value of a human life is nothing compared to those cold laws you hold so dear. If you truly regret my father's death, then why didn't you call a stop to the duel? Why didn't you give me the power to stop him from throwing his life away? Why did you just let him die, despised and hated by all? Everything was hanging on a thread at that moment. Just the tiniest effort could have changed everything.
Ooh.
There are still so many things I never got to tell him. So many questions he still owes me answers to. If you really
Navia,
have
no.
heart, then just look me in the eyes. I, Navia, will show you the true meaning of regret.
Oh, them's fighting words.
I'm sorry, Miss Navia.
You and my father are truly alike. You keep all kinds of things in your heart and never say a word to anyone. It's not so much that you can't feel, but that you would never express anything.
That is a mood.
Well, in any case, everyone already knows full well the apathy of the Chief Justice. My apologies for taking my emotions out on you, Monsieur Chief Justice. Let's go, Traveler and Paimon.
I relate to Neuvillette at the moment. It used to be I'll hate them, but... Ooh, right, Hero. They released the DLC for Monster Camp. All 4 characters are playable if I download it.
Navia, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Wait, what did they say about rain in Fontaine?
Rain. It's raining.
You're right. Wasn't it still sunny when we went into the building? And there shouldn't be any active trials today. How strange.
What was the saying again?
Now that I think of it, on the day my father was convicted of murder, it was also raining.
Why didn't she say yes? Because you convicted her father of murder!
What is it? Did you think of something?
Your father's case. Was he outside when it happened?
Yeah, he was outside. It was uncovered and the rain could fall there. Why? Do you think the rain could have affected the crime scene? That thought has occurred to us before. We've even expanded the search area to try to account for that, but didn't find anything of value.
It rains when the Hydro Dragon cries. That's it. Cries, not dies. I mean, knowing this game, the dragon might die. I mean, it happened to Zhongli.
Oh? Wait. You don't mean...
The fact that people can be turned into water.
So you're saying that the true murderer could have been turned into water? And then got washed away with the rain? Yeah. And if that's what had happened, then no one would have believed your dad, even if he explained what he saw to the authorities.
I really think I found a true genius for a partner. You're completely right. How did I not connect the dots earlier?
Because the
All
script
right.
didn't
Let's
tell you
go
to.
Poisson. With this new lead in mind, we'll get to the bottom of my father's case for sure.
Yeah,
Oh damn, look at her ties!
for sure this time.
Thick ties save lives!
Or do you want to head over by yourself later?
You know, let's go now.
Great. Let's go then.
The scripts. Okay. Now, so this Poisson. Wait, where's our Dracula's? Dracula's. Okay, it's not. Wait. Oh, this up there. 1 second, I have priorities now. I see a collectible. How the hell am I supposed to get up there? Come in. What's the use of this structure in particular? Just gonna go over here. Almost. I'm gonna be so pissed if I fall off. Got it! Whee! Wait. I'm kinda glad that didn't lead to lead all the way up. Poisson. Honestly, Poisson is a pretty place.
Whoa! What a huge ship! Why would a ship be anchored at a place like this?
You mean under the sea?
There's no need to be so surprised. While it may look like a ship, it's actually Spina di Rosula's headquarters.
It's a ship, isn't
My
it?
father was the one who asked for it to be built like this. Perhaps our taste in exterior design is the only thing we occasionally had in common.
Oh, it's
A
by
gigantic and glamorous
purpose.
ship embodies discovery, opportunity, ambition, and conquest. It symbolizes Spina di Rosula's bright and limitless future.
You know, the kid's starting to see why you like it.
And Paimon thought you were bluffing when you said Spina di Rosula had a glorious past. Paimon was confused why a group with such a history would live in the sewers. But now that Paimon has seen this ship for herself, she's been convinced.
You're homeless!
Well, Poisson is where Spina di Rosula began, after all. It's our main base, our home.
Oh, there. They said window or... Okay, it's not one of those water teleporty things. Porter! What you got? A porter? Nope, that was not immersion. You don't even have a name.
They might have it good.
Gentlemen, don't mind me, this is just your god coming through. This place feels kind of trippy. Finally made it. Maloose!
Maloose, we're back!
How did
Apologies
it go?
for the wait, demoiselle, and our most important partners. You said before that you still had some business at the court. What brings you back to Poisson so quickly?
Got a clue.
About that. It's because my partner here reminded me of something really important. You see, what if my father's case had something to do with water from the primordial sea?
Dun,
You
dun,
still
dun.
remember, right, Maloose? On that night, it was raining?
Yes, the case was quite similar to that of Mr. Linney's. Both were what you'd call impossible murders.
Perhaps they're the same
Could you
dude.
tell us a bit more about what happened before?
Yeah, of course. Many years ago, something called synth began to gain popularity in Poisson. At a
Synth?
glance, it was a kind of drink that could excite your mood and produce many pleasant hallucinations.
So straight up drugs.
Didn't that guard guy who turned into water also mention that the primordial water could be used to produce some kind of potion?
Oh.
Yes, he did. Considering what we know now, it's almost certain that synth is created using water from the primordial sea. If you drink synth for an extended amount of time, you'll suffer many side effects, such as losing the ability to focus or control your emotions. And if you were to stop drinking it completely, you'll experience flashes of paranoia and anxiety while lacking energy to do anything. It's an extremely dangerous substance. As he oversaw
Ooh, good to
Poisson,
know.
my father was compelled to put a stop to synth abuse and called for a complete ban of it.
Boss's
nice.
uncompromising attitude incurred the synth vendor's wrath, but no matter how much they threatened or bribed him, he refused to yield. Not only
That's a
that,
mood.
Boss became determined to find the mastermind behind the synth operation and put an end to the problem once and for all.
And how did that go?
But the enemy was very cunning. So he could never get anything out of the dealers, all of whom only sold the stuff and weren't privy to the rest of the operation. Recognizing that,
Clever.
my father decided to contact the dealers in secret and cultivate personal relationships with them. Finally, he was able to convince someone to become his informant. The man's name was Jacques. He felt greatly ashamed about his work after seeing many families destroyed by synth abuse.
Jacques
That night,
Cousteau,
my
here to
father
split
hosted a
floor.
banquet at his countryside estate. He planned to meet up and exchange information with Jacques over some food. But then,
He died?
we heard 2 gunshots from the courtyard. We raced to the scene and found my father, still holding a gun, and Jacques, who was already dead on the ground.
Huh? How did that happen? Aren't they on the same side?
Sounds
Was
just
he
like
shot?
Lenny's case, doesn't it? In both cases, the culprit seemed obvious, but neither appeared to have any motive at all. Looking back on it, though, I now believe the most important clue was something we all overlooked at the time. There were pieces of clothing left at the scene.
Wait. Someone got
Precisely.
dissolved, isn't it?
It's all thanks to you that I made the connection now. Back then, we all just thought they were some costumes that Jacques used to disguise himself at the banquet. But, considering it now, it's almost certain that they belong to a third person at the scene. With one extra person, we'll also need to reconsider why the 2 shots were fired.
Maybe your father got into an argument with Jacques, but also possible that the third person was to blame.
You're right. We still don't know what happened. But my intuition tells me that we're on the right track to figuring it all out. I'm finally headed towards the truth.
Jacques was an empathetic man who was infinitely remorseful for his past actions. It's unlikely that he turned on Boss with 0 warning. I think this third person is probably the key to the full truth. On that note, however, even though this will not please you, demoiselle, as your and your father's butler, I must still offer a word of warning. Our opponent is insidious and cruel. They are extremely difficult to deal with, and Boss has already lost his life trying to bring them to justice. Even though Spina de Rosula has lost most of its former glory, Poisson has welcomed a new time of peace.
Poisson!
We have been allowed to live out our lives. There is no need to follow your father's path. It would be both wise and in line with Boss's wishes to step back and give up on the case.
If that's indeed what he wished for, then he should have told me that himself.
I mean,
Was
that's
I
gonna
not
be
the
hard.
closest person to him? And yet, I was the one most kept in the dark.
Yeah,
What
that
was
sounds
the
about right.
point of him dying without sharing any of the secrets he knew? Did he manage to protect anything in the end? Synth
His
is
secrets?
still here. Callus the Unfaithful is still his epithet. And Spina di Rosula is barely getting by. Nothing has changed. Did he think I'd just accept his meaningless death and live out my life just as meaninglessly? I've never
Maybe.
accepted that. Ever. Not since that day, and certainly not now. I want to find out the real answer for everyone's sake. For the missing girls, for the victims, and for myself.
Okay.
Avia.
This is indeed the best moment to act. Your partner appears to be quite reliable, and more
Aw,
importantly,
thank you, Mullis.
Demoiselle, I think you're also ready to take this on.
So you do know something else, Malus.
Oh, you old bastard.
Yes, I do. In fact, even before that banquet, Boss already knew of the connection between Synth and the serial disappearances case. But what drove
so much
all
for
the tensions
Navia.
to the boiling point was the
Yeah.
revelation that you, Demoiselle, had been selected as the next target to disappear.
Oh.
What?
Oh, damn.
Boss also didn't tell you that he had been diagnosed with a rare illness. The doctors told him that he had no more than 5 years left.
Oh,
to
that
live.
fucking
And the
sucks.
serial disappearances case caused him great anxiety. 5 years was nowhere near enough time to resolve this long-standing conflict. But once he passed away, all the danger would pass on to you. Knowing all of this, he decided to use one final intimidation tactic before his death. He claimed to have already gotten his hands on some key incriminating evidence for the other side, and even told some members of Spina de Rosula about the details.
Okay,
But
which
as long
members?
as you remained safe, he would not share the evidence with the public. If something were to happen to you, then he and all those he told would immediately expose all they knew about Synth and the disappeared victims.
Oh.
Right. So
But he
nobody
got-
would be
she
able
got
to get
Ah,
attacked.
off scot-free.
As we've
Reveal
seen,
it.
Boss's tactic has worked. Even though Boss has been gone for a long time, the other side has not tried to take Demoiselle's life.
Until
No.
today.
I don't believe it. He never appeared to look sick to me.
No father wants their daughter to see them weak and haggard, especially someone as proud as Boss. To him, dying in a duel and suffering lasting dishonor as the unfaithful were still far preferable than losing face in front of his daughter.
Oh,
So
damn.
he chose to die in silence, so that he could protect me.
I'm afraid you're not understanding this correctly, Demoiselle.
Oh,
What
damn.
Boss wanted to hand to you was not a parasol, but a sword.
Which is also a
If
gun.
Boss's spirit could hear you telling me that you want to find the answer for the sake of everyone involved, I'm sure he'd be extremely proud.
That fool. Couldn't he have just given it to me straight? No. He might have set up everything precisely because he never thought I'd be able to understand him. Is that the amount of confidence he had in me? And what if I was never able to make it to where I am now?
He gave you the choice to live how you want, though.
Yeah,
That's already
I
something.
suppose that's true. With the way he'd set things up, if I had wanted, I could have just lived out my life without a care in the world. But thankfully, he rarely talked to me about complex matters. and thus understood little of me as a person.
Oof.
In this case, he really didn't need to give me an easy way out. Huh. Malus, what was the key evidence that he shared with you?
It's the location where synth is produced. Essentially, it's the enemy's headquarters. When he was threatening the enemy, Boss didn't share the specifics of the incriminating evidence he found. But if you want to use it against the enemy, you'll still have to take several things into consideration.
Why? If we know where the place is, can't we just go storming in?
You mustn't forget that we're fighting against a mysterious and dangerous organization that's been in operation for decades.
Yeah, but you have a Paimon
what might be lying in
and
wait at their
me.
headquarters. We also have
I
no
kicked
idea
the
what
guy
kind of
of
evidence we may be able
Electro's
to find
ass.
inside. Nor
Sure, she may
what
be holding
people we
back,
may
but
be able to capture. But a single visit to their headquarters would be tantamount to a formal declaration of war. The worst case would be that we leave empty-handed, but also open ourselves up to full retaliation.
wait, that's the worst case.
In that case, why not work with the Fontaine authorities?
Well, you saw one of them dissolve during Mr. Linney's case.
True.
We have no idea just how thoroughly they may have been infiltrated.
Huh. That's true. Seems my father really had no choice. But things are different now. It should be a lot easier to prove the other side's guilt, now that we've connected Synth with the disappearances case.
You sound like you've put a lot of thought into this, Malus.
I am the butler, after all. I live but to serve the boss and Demoiselle's will.
He is just
I've
one hell of a
always been
butler.
willing to take on any kind of risk for your sake. But considering my relative lack of ability, I've spent my time keeping secrets, performing basic investigations, and waiting for the right time to come.
Thank you for all of that, Malus. Have you discovered anything new in the past few years?
Let me think. One conclusion I came to was that the enemy must be quite familiar with Spina di Rosula, or at least have an informant planted here. When I announced orders to the organization's members on Demoiselle's behalf, I used to deliberately keep a few people in the dark and observe the reactions of the synth vendors. If the vendors didn't change their plans, then the individuals informed of our orders must be innocent. If the vendors packed up and fled, however, then someone must have given them the news. After several rounds of testing and investigative tracing, I've narrowed the suspect list down to 3 people.
Clever
The
bastard.
first is
Yeah.
Florent, Spina di Rosula's senior advisor.
Florent. Look at a mustache.
Florent?
Yes, surprising, isn't it? He was one of the people Boss trusted the most, which also means that he was someone who understood Boss really well. Thanks to his position within Boss's innermost circle, he always knew our upcoming plans and could thus avoid capture this whole time. There's someone else like him too. Marcel, the head of Confrérie of Cabrières.
Another sus mustache. Okay, what's this confrérie?
It's a guild in Poisson.
Poisson.
The boss helped it to grow to its current size and prominence. In the beginning, they were only reselling some daily goods, but now they're one of the richest guilds around, with a lot of business connections in the city.
So, they're like a sister organization of Spina di Rosula?
Yes, you can say that. When we were fighting against the synth dealers, they provided us with plenty of support. It's a bit difficult to imagine someone using their own money to hunt down themselves.
The final suspect is Thierry, the man responsible for coordinating information between Spina di Rosula and the guards. Although the guards mostly leave us to our own devices,
I think it's the first one.
There are still many activities we have to report to the local authorities. Since Thierry is always in the know about our current activities, he could theoretically always plan one step ahead.
I see.
Uh-huh.
These are all people who I communicate with quite regularly. To think that the enemy we've been fighting against has been right next to me all along, among those I trust the most. It's almost too hard to believe.
If you want to
that
investigate
must
them,
kind of
please
suck, if I'm
take
being
every
honest.
precaution to not alert the quarry. Judging from our experience, the enemy is extremely cautious.
Okay.
Of course. And thank you, Malus. You've provided us with a lot of great information.
You're too kind, my lady. I'm just doing my duty. And before I forget,
He is one hell of a
proving
butler, for all.
Boss's innocence would also mean clearing him of blame in Jacques' death.
Ooh.
After that incident, Jacques' wife and daughter were taken into the Spina's care. They still live in Poisson today. If it
Poisson.
might help, you could also pay them a visit. I can make the necessary arrangements.
Aw, thank you so much, Malus. You really are the best.
A new case awaits, my dear partner.
Uh-huh. I relate far too much to trust a close friend that only drop me when things get to... Ooh.
I hope
Leave it
we
to me.
can work together to uncover the truth and end this case once and for all.
Yeah, good luck with that. Callous case records. Oh! It is time for law time, right? Wait. Collectible. Collectible. I can see you. Not really, but you know what I mean. Gotcha, bitch.
Yep.
Visits Jacques' family. Jacques Cousteau hit the split floor. Captain Calypso.
It is settled then. Please excuse me and enjoy
And
your
trusting
conversation
friends
at
and
your
all
leisure.
the time they just
Thank
left.
you for
and...
arranging everything for us, Malus.
Ooh, it's a mood and a half. Yeah.
Excuse me, miss. Do you need anything from us?
Mm.
Hey, Navia's all quiet. This isn't like her at all.
Let's not
I'm
bother
sorry
her now.
that I only came to visit after all this time. After what happened, I didn't know how I was supposed to face the two of you.
Ah, if it's
Oh.
about that, there's no need to apologize.
Oh, thank God.
After my husband died, Spina di Rosula sent us a lot of mora and support. I understood your guilt and apology to be genuine.
Oh, that's nice.
Aren't all of those things nothing compared to the loss of Jacques?
Oh, Jacques was a prick.
I can understand the kind of pain that comes with losing a father so needlessly.
You don't understand at all.
I didn't know how to face you.
Excuse you,
because
she
I didn't
also
know
lost
what
her
I could
father.
possibly bring as a consolation gift. I know only the full truth could bring closure to you. And to all of us.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I appreciate the sentiment, but you don't have to carry all that guilt. On the matter regarding my husband, my daughter and I have more or less found our answer already.
Would you mind sharing it with me? I really can't believe that my father could ever bring himself to shoot Jacques.
I always knew that my husband's money was earned through others' suffering. He told me countless times that if he could turn back the clock, he would never go into the synth business again. He had many regrets, and felt that he took the idea of providing for his family too literally. For the longest time, he thought Mora was everything. So when Mr. Callis came to him with a proposal, he accepted it almost immediately.
Oh, no.
He tried to be as careful as he could, but even so, he was still found out by the higher-ups.
They found out about his betrayal?
Papa didn't say that exactly, but Papa did tell me that I should never be ungrateful.
Which
Before
you are
he
currently
left that
being.
day, he told me that he had no choice. It was only later that I realized it was his final farewell to the two of us.
Ah, damn. Okay, wait, does that mean that someone ordered Jacques to take
I don't know
contracts?
that for sure. But you could say that's the conclusion I eventually came to. Which is why I'm the one who should feel guilty. Callus had always
Was
taken
gonna say.
great care of us, both when he was still alive and after he passed away. Even if he fired the shot that killed my husband, it was likely in self-defense. It is impossible
Potentially.
for me to hate him for what he had done.
Really?
Mama, why is Papa still the bad guy if he did the right thing?
Because he also did the bad
Papa
thing.
always wanted to be a good man. So why did he have to do a bad thing in the end?
Well,
Well, he did bad things a
aren't
couple times,
always as
apparently.
they seem. You still feel like your papa was a good man, right?
Yeah, Papa was a really good man. The best in the whole world.
Then you should hold on to that. If a good man had to do a bad thing, then he must have had his reasons.
If a good man goes to
Regardless
war.
of whether he left you a parasol or a sword. He must have done so.
It's
give
also
you
a
better
gun.
life.
Don't forget, it's also a gun.
Thank you for everything you've told me. I will definitely find the truth. The current state of things is not something I'm willing to just sit back and accept.
Thank you. I'm very grateful to hear this from you. Even though your personality is quite different from your father's, your
How so?
determination when you speak is really similar.
You really think so? That's the first time anyone said that to me.
Okay, testimony from Jacques' family. One second, I'm gonna grab some water. Be right back. Time to waddle. Waddle, waddle, waddle. Do 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 do. So does everyone have special plans for the holidays?
Tea parties are a must for the well-mannered. If you'd like to learn the proper etiquette, I'd be happy to teach you.
And he waddled away, waddle, waddle, till the very next day. Bum, 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 ba-dum. Eats. Fair enough. Okay, talk to Florent.
Are you okay, Navia?
I'm fine. Don't worry. Let's investigate the 3 suspects next.
I'm gonna
The
show
lab
up
should be nearby,
investigates.
and we should be able to find
Walking
Thierry and
Boxing
Uncle
Day
Marcel in the
morning.
city. I'll
Focus
get
us-
myself together on the way. So please don't worry.
But we're already here. Are you sure you're okay? Oh, almost fell off. Ah! Wait, the acoustics kind of changed. Yeah, it must have been my imagination. They should really put on some guard railings. Like, in a place like this, this bridge is gonna be fucking slippery. What's Boxing Day?
Greetings, boss. How may I be of assistance today?
Did you do a
I'm sure
crime?
you've heard about what happened at the Opera House? Someone
Have
got
you
turned
got
into
any
water
plans?
right in front of us.
Let's see. I might make cookies and play games with the others in this apartment building. I know I have something around New Year's. I'm definitely gonna visit my parents at least once. The day after Christmas Day is a bank holiday that nearly everyone goes bananas with sales. Ooh! I have to keep that one in mind. Other than that, nothing really worth mentioning.
I've heard. With something that dramatic, I'm sure journalists will milk it for all it's worth. And it'll be all the talk for the next several weeks.
It also reminded me, on the day that the incident happened with my father, it was raining outside, and we found some clothes left at the scene. After my partner here put the dots together for me,
Oh. Oh my god, I pulled what the lava did and accidentally pressed the evidence button. Remember, press R to check your evidence.
Feel like we should try to reopen his case. Can you do me a favor and try to recall what happened that night?
Let me think. Mr. Callus was feeling pretty upbeat that day.
That is good, right?
So he was drinking and bantering away with us at the table.
Yeah.
After that, he told us that he wanted to go get some fresh air. So we let him go without thinking much of it. Who knew that we would hear 2 gunshots ring out right after?
Okay.
My first reaction was that Mr. Callus's life was in danger. So I grabbed my holster and made a mad dash toward the scene. But when I got there, it was already too late. Mr. Callus was standing over a dead body with a gun in his
working
hands.
Christmas.
All we could do was look back and forth at each other.
I mean,
not knowing what to say.
Every bit in the hospital is an important job.
Then.
Indeed.
From head surgeon to the postman.
The first shot didn't hit anyone, while the second killed Jacques. But I've never really bought that explanation.
Did the ballistics match?
Mr. Callus had left his gun on the table. I even made sure to confirm that before running to the scene. But according to the guards, that doesn't mean he couldn't have had other guns on his person. About the clothes left at the scene that you mentioned. Do you think there was a third person there who was turned into water?
That is very possible.
At least from our perspective, my father had no reason to kill. So
He has
he
been
would
looking at
also
it cut off
have
for
no
the past
reason to
couple
bring an
years.
extra gun with him.
Ah.
The gun he was holding probably belonged to Jacques, or a third person on the scene.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So you're saying Mr. Callus ended up with the gun because he seized it from
Let's
one
fall
of the
on a
other
Monday
guys?
this time. Oh.
But hold on. If that's what had happened, then why didn't he share the truth with any of us?
Because
he didn't even want to face the Oratrice machine, and chose instead to prove his honor in a duel. Did he lose all faith in the courts after seeing someone dissolve right in front of his eyes?
About that, Malus told me a thing or two. So, I think I can understand why he committed to the duel. I'll tell you everything once the whole truth has been revealed.
Wasn't it supposed to be kept secret for your safety?
Then I'll leave Mr. Callus's honor in your hands, boss. And if I may just say one more thing. The whole Callus the Unfaithful epithet has been a thorn in my side since the day it was invented.
Why bring it up?
Many people have laughed at me for still calling him Mr. Callus, even after so many years have passed. But it was Mr. Callus's trust that allowed me to rise through the ranks of Spina di Rosula and live the life I lead today. No matter what others might say, he'll always be the man I respect the most.
I believe him.
He'll always be my boss.
I should probably be a little bit paranoid, but I think it wasn't it.
You and all our other comrades at the Spina deserve to know the truth as well.
What happened to keeping it secret for your safety? Sounds very sussy. Like, I would believe him if I was doing this trial.
Before you can start her.
Now who's next? Go to the court of Fontaine to speak to Thierry Sasibaka. What kind of place is Poisson? Like, it's pretty, but what else is there? Wait. Oh, it was because I was wet that I was blue. I was thinking like, wait, is Farina suddenly an Oceanid? Okay, time to offer my kneecaps to the owl and head to sleep. Have a good stream. Night night. Let's actually head to the court. Wait, is this new? After using element skill again, the user. Oh, yeah, this is a new thing. Set healing bonus. Heals a party member with the yearning effect will be created for 6 seconds, which records the total amount of healing provided, including overflow healing. When the duration expires, the yearning effect will be transformed into the ways of days past. Okay. Okay, that's pretty decent. Oh, right, Grotto Fontaine. Thierry.
Hey,
You're
Thierry, it's me.
Oh, now, what brings you here, Miss Navia? I've heard that you made quite the name for yourself at the Opera House.
Yes, you did.
So you've got news of that already.
Oh, okay. Hey, I'm also a member of the Guards, you know. The way you make it sound, people would think I was sent off to Poisson because I had done something wrong.
Are you sure there isn't a little bit of truth in that? Under normal circumstances, shouldn't you have been called back to the city already?
That is true. I mean, he's here, right?
Where I work, it's really up to me. Let's just say I enjoy the ambiance of Poisson. Callis did a fantastic
But we're not in
job
Poisson.
running the town, building Spina di Rosula from the ground up and clearing many obstructions in my way. It would be next to impossible for me to find a similarly easy but high-paying job in the city.
Also fair.
Anyway, enough chit-chat. Are these two friends of yours?
Yes.
You, here for some formal business?
Yes. These two are my partners. What happened at
Bonjour.
the Opera House made us realize that Linny's case and my father's may be related. We're trying to reinvestigate the details of my father's old case.
Your dad was a fanboy.
I get it. You think there might be more to the case now that we know people can be dissolved into water, right?
Yep.
I was also flabbergasted when I first heard of it. If you want to go through the original files from your father's case, I can help you look for them.
That'd be much appreciated. Thank you. Actually, I have another question. Do you have the authority
know the
to
Muffin
dispatch
Man?
Gardamex?
Of course. Without them, I couldn't possibly handle Poisson on my own.
I'll be leaving happy
Why
holiday.
do you ask?
Bye,
We
Achilles.
definitely can't
See you
use them to
next year.
forcefully get more evidence for your father's case.
Well, you see, just recently, we were attacked by a horde of unnumbered Gardamex in the city.
Yeah.
So, if you hypothetically wanted to do something against me, all you would need to do was get rid of the mecha serial numbers and send them after me.
Then you think too highly of my abilities. Dispatching mecha is very different from controlling them.
How so?
If I had to make an analogy, when you order a dish, the chef will make it for you. You can ask the chef to cook, but not to massage your shoulders or carry your baggage.
I mean, if you
If
pay
you
enough.
try to make unreasonable demands, the chef would just think you're out of your mind and ignore you completely. The same goes for me and my Gardamex. Removing a serial number is also not as easy as you might think. There are a lot of complex steps to it, and it's almost impossible to keep it a secret. So I can promise you, those mecha were definitely private units. They're certainly not cheap. So, whoever their owner is,
It was a
must be
lot of
super
them.
rich, powerful, or both. Now that you mention it, though, being in the synth business would definitely be profitable enough to afford this.
That is true.
Then you're officially in the clear, Thierry.
Wait, how so?
Oh, well, thank you for the vote of confidence, Navia.
Elaborate.
Jokes aside, I'd like to wish you all the best with your investigation. I'll be staying in the city for a little while, so just come find me if you need any support from the guards.
Got some information regarding Thierry. Do I have enough for another gacha? Let me try something real quick. I have... You know, I'm gonna save these ones up. Upon damaging an opponent, crit rate increased by 8%. Max. Alright, interesting. Oh, I already went through the supply of a month. I'm one Primo Gem away. In that case, let me just see if I can get something from here.
Thank you for completing.
I'll be taking that. Well, how much do I have? Ah, damn it! Wait. Okay, so 3 more of those, and I can do another 10 pull. Actually, let me do something real quick, because I'm getting a little bit tired. Like, during a little bit of the scene, I was honestly dozing off a little bit earlier. To the teapot!
This realm is...
I really need to show up here more often. Okay, oh, Carrara is max level. Do I have another? Yeah, I'm just gonna keep that one there. Wait, new furnishings. I'm gonna start with these. And then just these. Realm of the Ridge. Hold up. This lovely southern beautiful landscape was brought from Fontaine by the teapot. The scene contained within bring certain images to mind, which you can manipulate via the power of the subspace creation to create the wondrous size of Fontaine in your realm within. Am I able to have a Fontaine teapot? Am I?
If you ever have it...
Hitherto unknown. Oh fuck. Who am I forgetting? Okay, da. Get the nickel box. Almost have that friendship completed, so is that one. Farina's a little bit lacking. I'm just gonna grab that real quick. let me just grab this real quick. There we go. Now let's actually see. Like I said, I was getting kind of sleepy. So let's actually see what my trophies are. Le Nec Infolivieux. Here ons is called Within Our Conscience. Once upon a time in Fleuve Sandé. Learn about Navi's father. Any other ones? Oh wait, yeah, still. Oh, wrong one. There's still an achievement I got. Where is? Is there?
Being
Yes!
too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much?
Okay, 16 characters. Collect from wealth. Okay, that is doable. Okay, I need 3 of those, so that means I'm at 7. Yeah, time to set up a little raid. Waddle, waddle, waddle. Oh, Lady Naki's online with some art. So let's just say hello. So to everyone who's still in chat, thanks for dropping in. Thanks for dropping by. It has been fun. Oh wait, I have to use a capital N. But yeah, it's been fun. Bye bye.